Hello everybody, hope you're well. This is just a quick video to show some updates I've made to my EDC. Now, fair to say, as your circumstances and environments change, your EDC might adapt and evolve. So we have the Maxpedition Micro there. I'm just going to move that out of the way for a moment. I still have my keys for the car kept separately. Obviously it puts a little less wear on the ignition bell. Rescue Me, that's still on there. Fortunately not needed to use that, but it has the seatbelt cutter and the window punch just in case. That's on a little Night Eyes locking Espina. My regular keys I keep on a Leatherman Carabiner. This is nice, good bit of stainless steel, has a little bottle opener there as well. Ideal if you're going for a trip down into the woods. Always good to have a bit of cordage with you. There's about 3 or 4 foot on there, so not a massive amount, but you know, it'll get to pinch, it'll help. If I do decide I need to use it, then this will then clip to that, thus keeping the keys in one place. The torch I'm still using on the keyring is the Fenix E05. It's getting a bit battered and bruised, but it still works fine. Nice bright torch, up to 85 lumen. 1 AAA battery, and I've only ever put 2 batteries in it, so you know, it will last a good time. I won't shine it in your eyes, we've all seen the torch. That's new. That is a Kingston DataTraveler, a 16 gigabyte USB drive, and being metal it should last a little bit longer than a plastic one. Night Eyes nightstick, glow in the dark, ideal if you drop the keys. The Acme Tornado Howler whistle, and then we have my little Swiss Army knife. Now this is the SD Classic, very small knife. Now just to point out, I used to carry the Leatherman, and I still have the Leatherman, but I don't keep it as an EDC, and the reason being that I have swapped it out for this Swiss Army knife that I've had for a number of years now. The reason being that Swiss Army knives generally don't lock. Now that makes them UK legal. The Leatherman has a locking blade, and I would say the jury is still out on whether or not Leatherman and that sort of thing are 100% UK legal. You know what, I just didn't want to take a chance. I went for this, it does the job for me. Each to their own, eh? Now there are scenarios and environments where even this would be sort of deemed as maybe unacceptable. Yeah, go to a pub on a Friday night or a restaurant. That stays out, and the SD Classic stays in. And the reason is because that's got a tiny little blade. It's very inoffensive. A pair of scissors on there as well, which are a good feature actually. I've used the scissors more than anything I'd say on those. It's all handy to have. Toothpick and a pair of tweezers on the back there as well. So that's the keys. The torch I'm using is still the Fenix LD22, which is my regular EDC torch. How I came about this was because I wanted the most powerful torch I could find that had a pocket clip and ran on AA batteries, and at the time this was it. I caught a glimpse of it, but I've still got my Tshot Watch, which illuminates. It's the multiband 6, which means it is solar powered and also is automatic. I have my paracord bracelet. Being asthmatic, I have asthma medication, preventer and reliever. My phones, Moto G and iPhone. This is new. It was bought for me by my good lady wife last Christmas. The old one was looking a bit sorry for itself, so she offered to buy me a new one. It has a little pocket on there where I can keep my wallet card, which we've all seen those before. They are stainless steel and have various different bits and bobs on there. I also keep in a face shield for CPR, antiseptic wipe, a couple of plasters, and last but not least, just tucked down at the bottom, 2 aspirin. Now, on a video by a certain funky prepper, and since then quite a few other people have suggested it, aspirin is ideal for administering if you or someone else is having a heart attack. And I think, not being a doctor, I think it's something to do with the fact that aspirin thins the blood, and if you have a heart attack, obviously your blood has sort of thickened, and that is what's causing your heart to not work. There's probably more to it than that, but in principle an aspirin will help. and for how much space it takes up, it's worth having. Last but not least, I keep some chapstick and tissues and lighter. One of these people who get sore chap lips all the time, whether it rains or shines, so I always have some chapstick with me. And incidentally, the tissues and the lighter, the whole lot comes together to come into a sort of a fire kit. Now, oops, just catch that before it starts rolling. The idea being that you've got some dry tinder there with your tissue, you can just fluff up and light with a lighter. And if you are really struggling, the chapstick is petroleum based, so it'll give it a little bit more accelerant. And one last thing, I normally carry just a bottle of hand sanitizer or hand gel. This I got from Lidl. I say it's so small, I just keep it in my pocket. Obviously it's good to keep your hands clean, and also can be used as an accelerant. Right, now we move on to the Maxpedition Mini. Now this is my additional EDC, or near person EDC as some people call it. If I just open it up and I'll show you what I have inside it. I keep a couple of pens, ballpoints and a gel pen, 3 little zip ties, 2 batteries, AAA size for the Fenix CO5, and 2 AA batteries for the LD22. Now, a couple of paper clips. Anybody who follows me on Instagram will see that I did a couple of pictures last week with a field repair to a jumper at work, and the reason was I managed to snag it and pull the loop out of it. By using a paper clip and opening it out, you can push the loop from one side, or the outside, to the inside, and therefore it means you're not going to catch it. And so far it hasn't ran anymore. I think just take the camera a little bit further there. In a little bag I have a button compass. I just put it in the bag to stop it from rolling around all over the place. I have one of these, which is a P38 can opener. Now, although I do have a can opener of sorts on my Swiss Army knife, for how cheap these are, it's worth having, you know, a dedicated tool to do the job. Just there I have a Stanley screwdriver. It's one of these ones that has sort of removable bits that you can pop in there. And you've got a couple of different crossheads and a couple of different flatheads. Little first aid kit kept in the back here. I'll just pull that out. There you go. Got some antiseptic wipes, some dressings, gloves. Very basic first aid kit there, but it's handy to have. And just right in the back there, an emergency blanket. Now, you've got to be realistic. In a pack this size, you're not going to fit a great big orange survival blanket, but this will do the job, and it doesn't take up much space. Last but not least is a bit of write on your own paper, and let's move that out there. Last but not least is my power bank. Now this one looks similar to the one I reviewed, well actually showed on my electronic EDC video a while ago, but this is actually a smaller version. It's 5,000 milliamps. Now when I charged my Moto G Android phone up earlier on, it took about an hour and 15 minutes I think to take it up to a full charge, and I still got 3 out of 4 LEDs there, so I don't know, you know, to add some battery on there anyway, but you probably get at least 3 charges I'd say out of that. So that's the Maxpedition. That's my near person EDC. The reason why I started having it is because there's occasions when, obviously, this kit before, it used to just be in my EDC bag, which is a 511 Rush 12, but when I'm going out from work or in certain environments, it's not appropriate to have the bag with me, so I like to try and keep some of the key pieces with me, thus the pouch. So I hope I haven't bored you too much. If you're still watching, thank you very much for watching. As always, any comments or suggestions, please feel free to put them down at the bottom. If you like the video, tick the like, and if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe. So thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves, all the best, and take care. Bless you. Take care. Bye bye.